Hey guys, I'm Emmy Lopez.
And I'm Taylor Ritson.
And we are your hosts for this edition of Blue Jay Journal TV. Coming up on this edition of Blue Jay Journal TV, we will learn about our new swimming program.
We will meet several adults who work to protect children from abuse.
And we will look at farming.
We have those stories and much more coming up in the next 15 minutes of Blue Jay Journal TV.
And it starts right now.
Child abuse. It's a topic no one really wants to hear about, but it's very real right here in Franklin County. Carol Williams is going to introduce us to several adults who are working to end this problem.
Every year in the United States, there are over 2.9 million children abused, but that does not include the other thousands that aren't reported.
CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and so we advocate for children in foster care.
Not only are the children affected by the child abuse, but the communities who must address the aftermath are as well.
Children sometimes get lost a little bit in the system, meaning that there's a lot of adults that are making decisions for them.
Right now, CASA is helping over 300 kids in foster care.
The ones that have the faces are the ones that have CASA volunteers, because we bring a face to the judge and not a case number.
The volunteer coordinator of CASA knows firsthand the aftermath of child abuse.
We decided to foster after we couldn't have children of our own, so that's how we chose to build our family.
There are about 10,000 children currently in foster care in the state of Missouri. The Fearborns ended up adopting 3 of the 18 children they fostered.
I'd take another one right.
Our older 2 came from the same family. They're half siblings. Ashton is 6 and Ava is 5. We fostered them for about 2.5 years before their adoption was final. Our youngest, Douglas, he was born addicted to pain pills and cocaine.
Although these children got a happily ever after, life was not always easy after the adoption.
Parenting a child who's been abused or neglected is a little bit different. Their history, it follows them through their whole life, so that's some trauma or some triggers you might not always understand. You're working with an entire team of people working for what's in the best interest of the children, so there's a lot of support out there, and if you're interested just get started.
For more information on how you can help, go to www.franklincountykasa.com or call them at 636-583-4422. For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Carol Williams reporting.
This year, Washington High School decided to make a splash. Shannon Belcher is going to introduce us to our new girls swim team.
Our local YMCA offers programs as well as equipment that help keep the community active and thriving. There are many reasons why people come to the Y.
I come to the Y to work out.
I come to the Y to play basketball.
We come to the Y to exercise.
A group of Washington High School students have found other ways to utilize what the Y has to offer.
Every day that we don't have a meet, we practice in the morning at the Y.
That's right, the Y is home to our new swim team. The hours of practice at the Y really pay off in the swim meets.
It requires a lot of self-discipline.
It's very challenging because it's very quick, and so if you have 2 events that are close together, you're really maybe not even caught your breath yet and you're going back into the pool.
I love the adrenaline rush you get once they say take your mark. Once you go, you just go and there's no thinking. Nothing else matters except getting to the wall.
Pretty fast pace and everybody's cheering you on.
It's not only about the hours spent at practice and meets, it's also about the relationships teammates form with each other.
Everybody likes each other, there's no conflicts with anybody. Since being the first season, we've actually gotten really close.
We're all starting to warm up to each other and create a teamly feeling.
As far as I'm concerned, the students that go to Washington High School are some of the finest young men and women I've ever worked with. They've been brought up well. They're very respectful. They want to accomplish things. They're doing it because they want to do it. So those qualities make the Washington High School students something special, really. Every moment is a special memory.
If you enjoy swimming and want to make memories that last a lifetime, look into joining the Washington High School swim team. For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Shannon Belcher reporting.
Washington is surrounded by farms. Our growing town still has rural roots. Maddie Imey teamed up with our FFA chapter to introduce us to 3 local farms. We hope you enjoyed this story.
Farming. This way of life is still alive and well in our country, especially right here in our neck of the woods in Missouri. Franklin and Warren counties are home to many farms. Today we are going to take you to 3 of them.
Hi, my name is Sarah Meissner and welcome to Rolling Oaks Equestrian Center. I come to the farm any day that I can to care for the horses and to ride. I do what is called a work-study program. I work at the barn to pay off my lesson fee, and in return I learn to ride and care for the horses. 100 years ago, horses were a big part of daily life. Today they are generally used only for pleasure. A use other than agriculture is therapy. Organizations such as Exceptional Equestrians use horses to help adults and children alike in strengthening their mind, body, and spirit.
My name is Lexi Geisert and I am the 6th generation to farm at Geisert Farms.
This farm has been in the family name since 1916. Our hogs are raised naturally in the open sunshine, running around in grass fields. We do not give our hogs any antibiotics or growth hormones. The pigs are farrowed in A-frame houses on fields that previously had a crop harvested on it the season before. We also have a roadside stand that is open every day, sunrise to sunset, where we sell our product in fresh vegetables. 20 to 30 restaurants in the St. Louis area also carry our naturally raised pork.
This is my family and this is our farm.
My name is Ellie Shear and I'm the 5th generation of Shear's Dairy Farm.
We have 3 robots that milk our cows 24/7. The robots automatically milk the cows once they enter the machine. The milking machines also make sure that both the cow and milk are clean and safe. Once milked, the robot checks the milk and then sends it to one big tank to hold the milk. The milk is then taken by a truck to Prairie Farms. We have a contract with them and we are part owners with other farms in the area. Once the milk is at Prairie Farms, it is then made into butter, yogurt, cream cheese, cottage cheese, and many more delicious dairy products. My dad, grandpa, and I all take good care of our cows and calves. We have 350 cows altogether and milk around 150 of them. We grow most of our own feed for the cows and raise our cows from birth. My family and I take great care of our farm so future generations can have the same agricultural experience as myself.
The 3 farms we toured today are proof farming is alive and well in our country. Farms provide us with safe, wholesome food, but it's more than bacon, milk, and cheese. Today's farmer works hard to make sure animals are cared for properly and the land is used wisely. They take great care to make sure that the animals and the land are both treated right. Yes, farmers work to put food on our plates, but farmers also carefully manage their land and resources so that the family farm can continue for generations to come. So the next time you think farming is a thing of the past, think again. Farming is part of our country, and it's here to stay. The Washington FFA chapter thanks you for watching.
Sprained ankles, broken bones, knees that are about to go out, sounds like something professional athletes have to deal with. But more and more teens are feeling the pain of sports. Ellie Shear has the story.
Football, soccer, volleyball, baseball, basketball. All of these are recreational activities that have one big risk with a common warning. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. In the U.S., more than 3.5 million injuries each year will cause some loss of participation in a sport.
I believe the reason is a combination of a couple things. The competitive level of sports has increased, more athletes, more teams playing, and then the longer training, playing for sports has increased.
One Washington high school senior experienced a common fear among all athletes.
8th grade, I heard like a huge pop one day. We were running drills for basketball, and I couldn't really walk, so I got off. And like 2 days later, I was like, "Mom, my knee still hurts." So we went to the doctor, and they said I'd tore my meniscus.
After long sessions in physical therapy and rehabilitation, Maddie thought she was in the clear, but it was only the beginning.
A year later, we went to another doctor, and he said that since I didn't have enough meniscus and I was starting to get arthritis in my knee.
After the surgery, Maddie experienced side effects, but without the surgery, the outcome would have been much worse.
I still don't have like all the feeling in my knee. Like there's like a lot of cuts on my knee, but I mean it was definitely worth it in the long run because like when you grow up, I'm gonna have like a better knee than I would.
Sports injuries have become a common trend. It is so common athletes do not always see how serious they can be.
Once you have knee problems, I feel like you're gonna have knee problems for the rest of your life. Like my knee still hurts, although it says it's like healed.
If you experience an injury during any recreational activity, don't blow it off. Go to your high school trainer or local doctor because you would rather miss one practice than a whole season. For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Ellie Shear, reporting.
Oh, sorry, I was just checking my Twitter. Let's face it, a lot of us are addicted to social media, so that's when our staff decided it was time to see just how addicted we are. Olivia Omer has more in this Blue Jay Journal special.
Social media is everywhere. We live in a society of constantly checking what everyone else is doing. So what happens when you suddenly become disconnected from the rest of the world? Maddie Imee, Isaac Lippert, and I gave up social media for a week to find out in this Blue Jay Journal special. We even signed a contract.
From Monday, January 12th to Friday, January 16th, I will not get on Twitter.
I will not Snapchat or watch other people's Snapchat
stories. I will not get on Facebook. I will not get on Instagram.
I will not get on Tinder. Been without my phone approximately 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
It's not too bad.
It's rough.
I think I'll be fine.
It's gonna suck though when I get home and I have nothing to do.
I already wanted to take a Snapchat.
We'll see what happens.
I have now been without social media for 24 hours.
Seeing those notifications and stuff on my phone was really hard.
I had one accidental slip.
I'm so bored.
I maybe cheated just a little bit and looked on Twitter for like 2 seconds.
I am getting more stuff done now.
I got home yesterday and I cooked dinner for myself and I made my lunch and I did some laundry.
I actually did some math homework for once. Day 3.
I slipped up last night and I ended up Snapchatting.
I may have cheated again last night.
It's getting better.
There was I was getting all these notifications to my phone.
It's not that bad.
When I don't get notifications, I'm not really tempted to get on it.
I have a lot more battery on my phone now.
Instead of just sitting around and being bored, I'll find other productive things to do. So I guess that's good.
Don't even need it.
I didn't do anything last night.
Not even worried about it.
Didn't get on anything. Didn't look at anything.
Totally fine.
It was boring. I was social media free for 3 of the 5 days. So that's good, I guess.
Haven't been on my phone all week. Haven't cheated at all.
I don't know if this is really successful for me because I did cheat every day.
Olivia cheated.
Even though it was a little bit, I still couldn't give it up all the way.
She's doing the story.
I thought I could do it with no problem, but obviously that's not the case.
I've learned social media isn't needed, but it is good. If people learn how to manage their time with social media, I think they get a lot more done. I think this was a good experience and other people should try and see how they do without social media.
So there you have it. Our little experiment had a variety of results. How well would you do? Take the challenge and see for yourself. I'm Olivia Omer, reporting.
We want to remind you guys to check out our website at www.bluejayjournal.com.
And while you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Blue Jay Journal and like us on Facebook at Blue Jay Journal TV.
We've reached the end of this episode of Blue Jay Journal TV.
Emmy and I thank you for joining us and hope you will again soon.
Have a great day, Washington!